just check with the chat if they can hear you, bro. How's it going, man?
I'm good, man. How are you, Tom?
I'm well, man. I'm not really gonna put this in an episode, but I saw you talking about The Sopranos recently, man, and I think I mentioned you before. That's one of the GOAT shows ever. Like, that fucks on modern shit.
I think it probably is the GOAT.
Better than The Wire.
Like, just underneath it.
Wow.
Like, just, like, marginally. But for me, I think Sopranos is the one that kicked it all off, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the birth of the sort of the modern
really,
anti-hero.
If into consideration, it was the first one. And not the first one, but it was really, like, do you know what I mean? You take that into consideration and it's still untouchable. I think just, you know, for the first thing to come out like that, to be still the best, I think makes it the GOAT.
What did you make of Ur's episode?
I'm going to be 100% real with you. I haven't listened to it.
I'm stunned. How?
I'm sorry,
If
man.
Bowski did one, you'd listen.
Oh, no, I wouldn't listen to any of it.
Wow.
I don't listen to this shit, bro.
You were there.
I'll let people listen to me on it, but no, I'm sorry. No, I am going to get round to listening to Rowan's one.
Okay. But
haven't heard it at this point in time, unfortunately. That's bad, isn't it? I should listen to it, I think.
And you surrounding him.
All right, let me ask you a question. Yeah. What do you think of Rowan's rap resume? Seeing as you know, you conducted the interview, you know better than me.
Did I conduct it? A lot of people have said I didn't say a word.
Apparently, you were quite.
I was timid in it, I'll admit. I just let him do his cause. It's a platform, this show. You know, I don't need to dictate the content. Like, I think had enough to say after a year, 3 hours worth.
I think without. I mean, I haven't heard it, obviously. So, but what I can imagine the position you were in was you just gave him the respect to let him get his point across without trying to challenge or as you say, direct the conversation into certain avenues. You know what I mean? It was the first time he spoke on the whole thing, so I can, you know, there's a balance, isn't there? You don't, you know, you're getting criticised for not saying enough, but at the same time, it is his interview. You know what I mean? So you don't want to just make it all about you and take over. So I mean, I don't blame you for just letting him talk and not challenging him too much.
But regardless if you've heard it or not, the aftershocks have been felt. You know, it's been cataclysmic. Did you see Kruger's video the other day where he chronicled the pretty much entirety Don't Flop on Beat?
It was incredible.
Oh my God.
It was so incredible, bro. It was like, yo, I'm going to do some shout outs. And then it's like, it's just like 5 minutes of him rhyming literally everybody's name. It's fucking incredible. That is Kruger though. It's like, Kruger is just that outside of the box thinking genius. Do you know what I mean? He always is. Listen, listen. This is getting off subject slightly, but the reason, like in 2011, 2012, you know, when it was like me, Kruger, and Rowan, and it was us three basically. You know, even before Bagnall, when it was just us three, like us three. This is arrogant as fuck. People are going to cuss me for saying this. I don't give a fuck. This is the truth. All three of us are geniuses. We're all geniuses, right? Me, but all for different reasons, all with different outlooks and all different fucking skill sets, right? And when us three just came together and it was just like this little fucking, like, you know, it was crazy. So all three of us are geniuses. So when I see Kruger doing things like this, it doesn't surprise me because he is a fucking genius. Do you know what I mean? It does surprise me. But the levels he's at doesn't surprise me ever. Everything he does surprises me because he's always thinking differently to everybody else. But the fact he always surprises me doesn't surprise me, if that makes any sense.
The Lazy EP is one of the greatest things that Battle Rap's ever produced.
He's ever fucking... Everything he does is great, to be fair, man. Everything he has fucking done is great, man. And even if there's stuff that, you know, you're not as big a fan of, like, you can always still appreciate it for its artistic merit.
I appreciate it as like profound genius.
As what the Lazy EP or just his whole body?
His whole back catalogue is just so compelling and interesting and clever and of my era in the references, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah. We
Donkey
agree.
Kong's in there, Super Mario, you know, fucking Pedro. Like, it's
yeah. Everything, right?
Big up Kruger every single time. Don't need to say that. Everyone needs to go and watch the Don't Flop video. It just came out the other day, so I'm sure you've seen it.
A man is ill, Philly Swain, Jamie, crazy man, crazy, Rayman, Stowaway, JB, Joe Davies, Hazy, JC, Fahad HD, Young Mace Odie, Tony D, Bloodstroll Loki.
Were you waiting with bated breath for him to mention her?
Maybe not bated breath, but I was thinking, is he gonna leave it out? But of course, it's like, you know, you can't erase history. You're gonna list everybody. You got to list everybody. Do you know what I mean? Did he forget anyone?
He forgot quite a few people. I'll get the thread up now, actually. Apparently, some people, though, who've watched the video a few times, gone on this thread on the UK Battle Rap group, and named battlers that are clearly on it. If they rewatched it once, they'd see he wasn't on it, but they're too lazy and they guess, and it's like, what are you doing? Just scour it. And there's certain people that aren't on there. I don't think Bear Solutions is on there. Is one that I can think of.
Has he been on? Was he on Don't Flop?
Yeah, he battled Jace on training days, outside, you know, rapping at Jack, and I think he did a few indoor fiddler battles as well. He battled Zayn Azrai.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he battled some big names over there, so he definitely does. But I understand it, and like it's ridiculous to point this shit out because it's effortless what Kruger does, and the smart way that he respells the names and the sounds and the cascades of these naturally rhyming words that are so brilliant. Mickey, on this,
the evil eyes, evil eyes. They were like eagle eyes, evil eyes, evil eyes. Like, it's so sick, dude. Like, it's so good, bro. So sick.
Yeah. Yourself and your ongoing journey for a long time now in episodes of podcasts, online literature, etc. You've been saying that, the end of Kicking in the Rolls is nigh. Why is that? Why are you sort of putting a stopper on what's great?
I mean, we at the very, 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 very beginning of King of the Ronalds, I always said we were going to do it for 5 years. That was always the plan. It was like, I don't even know, man. Like, at the time, I was really, we go through little phases, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, I am the RZA. And I was thinking, he had a 5-year plan for the Wu-Tang, do you know what I mean? And I was thinking, yeah, I've got a 5-year plan for King of the Ronalds, and I just wanted to keep it. And then the more time went on, the more I was thinking, yeah, 5 years is the perfect length for this. And now with everything happening with Don't Flop and with myself and returning, going back to Don't Flop, and things just seem to be all happening at a good, like, things seem to be happening in a good sort of time frame, time scale, or everything seems to be falling into place, really, man.
Yeah,
it's such a shame. It's such a shame that I've made my return to Don't Flop and Kruger's not a part of it, to be honest.
Wow.
That would be awesome if it was me, Freddie, and Rowan again. But ultimately, it's been such a huge fucking weight off my mind to squash the beef with Rowan. Like, I know, no one wants to have an enemy. I don't believe anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and as much as I've not downplayed it, but as much as I've acted like I didn't care over the years, and as much as I've made fun of him and made it all into a joke, like, ultimately, that was one of my best friends in the fucking world at one point in time. Do you know what I mean? No one ever feels good about ending anything, whatever the relationship is. Fucking could be your girlfriend, could be a business relationship, could be a friend, like just a buddy. Do you know what I mean? Could be a fucking business relationship. Could be fucking. Do you know what I mean? Getting sacked from your job. It could be any fucking thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no one wants to end things badly. And Don't Flop was such an important part of my life. And I had some of the best times of my life there. And it ended in such a sour way. And I think for myself and for my fan basis, really, do you know what I'm saying? I think it's a good thing to go back and to finish off properly there. Do you know what I'm saying? Go out on my own terms this time and go and not be a prick, not fuck everything up, not turn it into the Micky Worthless show, not be a fucking idiot in the front row of every battle, overreacting to fucking bars and trying to steal the attention all the fucking time.
You've got to do that one last time though.
Oh,
like Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler.
But like, do you know, I just want to. This you see this like shit here, this don't flop shit. Do you know what? This time around, I'm gonna be real, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about the views. I don't care about fame. Like, I've had my little 5 minutes of internet fame, and I had my little, you know, I've got my million viewed battle, and I've got a classic battle versus DK that everybody considers to be like, you know, a dope battle, and I've got this, and I don't care about getting a fucking 19-year-old groupie to the hotel after the fucking event no more. I don't care about fucking taking pictures with fucking fans and, you know what I mean, meeting people and, buy me a beer. I don't care about none of that. Do you know what I care about this time? Coming and representing myself properly as a rapper and showing everybody that the reason I'm so fucking arrogant and full of myself is because I know deep down I can actually fucking kill it. And there's not an MC in Don't Flop that's rapped with me off camera, like in a cypher, on beats, like, do you know what I mean? Like, freestyle, off the top, writtens, like verses, songs. You know, everyone knows I can fucking rap, like, do you know what I mean? But if you only ever watch my rap battles, if you was to like, if all my rap battles were in a hat and you was to randomly select 3 of them out, and I've done about fucking, I don't know how many I've done loads. So if you was to randomly select 3 out of a hat, the chances are you wouldn't see a good rapper. You would not see something that represented a good rapper. And this time, that is my point this time. Like, I'm not saying I'm coming here to kill him with bars. I'm still going to be jokes. I'm still going to be doing Mickey. But I'm going to be doing the correct version of Mickey. The Mickey that fucking goes and fucking shuts down fucking the venue. Do you know what I mean? Not the Mickey that fucking is just laughed out the venue. Which is you know, both strong reactions I get from both. But in my heart of hearts, I know I haven't killed it half as hard as I should. I have not even remotely fulfilled my potential as a battler, which is crazy when you think about how much I've achieved. But I haven't fulfilled my potential as a battler, and now I'm coming round to prove to everybody I'm that fucking dude for a fucking reason. Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't just fucking fluke my way here to being one of the most fucking popular fucking battlers. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's for a fucking good reason, and now I really, really need to show people that I feel, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And just quickly to interrupt, shout out Ricardo Lewis donating £5 to the super chat. He says, "You're a G, Tom. Hope to meet you at a Don't Flop event one day. Anywhere I can cop a Battle Rap Resume shirt or hoodie. Big up Micky Worthless. Need to see an Enigma rematch." But yeah, I'll pop the link in the description. We've got the Big Cartel shot, but Enigma rematch, Mick? Or?
I'm gonna be real, man. Me and him battled each other like 12 times.
We don't want to mention the In the House tour on Battle Rap Resume, like.
I've rematched him 11 times now. I don't need to do that again.
So, you know, you're coming back to battle rap. You're saying you come back with this attitude, but you're facing someone like Sayo, who one of your toughest opponents, maybe this guy right now.
Would you think so?
I think he's on a killer streak.
Right. Okay. Well,
Real Deal Battle was sick.
That's not what I wanted to hear at all.
I'm just saying that you're a good battler, but like
I chose this battle because I thought, right, let me pick someone easy,
right,
just so I can get in there and body somebody to begin with. Just so you know, like Tyson Fury come back, he fought someone he could knock out to begin with. Do you know what I'm saying? He just knocked. So that's why I picked this battle, to be real, man. Like, gave me some names, and I just picked the worst one. Yeah, let me come and style on him. This is gonna be like all about me anyway, so. It doesn't really matter who the fucking guy I'm battling is. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's just pick the worst one. I thought I don't want too many problems on my return.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
You were a big target for writers.
Big target, innit? Everyone hates Mickey.
It's not even hate you. It's just there's a history. There's a knowledge.
Yes. Because I'm one of them battlers, like, it's like, you see me, I'm like, I'm not any tier. Do you know what I mean? I'm on my own thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over regardless. Like Micky Worthless, because the reason I am my own tier and I'm like no one can really like that's because I do what only a handful of battle rappers in the world do. Yeah. And that's provide the storyline. You know?
Yeah.
Keep up with the whole fucking shebang. It's not just the fucking rap battle that you watch for. Do you know what I mean? Disaster and Daylight are these kind of guys, yeah. There's some other people I can't, like, off the top of my head, Disaster and Daylight, they provide you a story. I don't really know what Daylight does anymore, to be honest.
No.
But like back in the day, he used to keep you in a storyline with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like kayfabe, like wrestling shit. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know when you don't know what's just the showman and what's the fucking real dude. It all blurs into one big fucking. It's like a work almost. Do you know what I'm saying? It really is, and that's kind of like my position. Like if we're talking about relevant battlers, like at this point in time, like what does relevant mean? Relevant means, in my opinion, how many people are waiting to see your next move.
Okay. Invested in you. What do you think of people who battle often then?
That makes me probably the most relevant battler in the UK.
People are interested to see where it goes. You know, I think you've got undeniable views. Your status in the scene is, you know, kind of undeniable at this point. So, going back to was that in any way rejecting Kruger, or is it still, you know, friends with both?
I'm not rejecting anyone, man.
Right.
This is one thing I'm fucking trying to tell people, bro. Like, this is the same thing. I'm not, like... Listen, if... They might have different ideas, okay? But Bagnall, Kruger, I've literally reconciled with both of them guys. I'm still looking to see them and say what's up and be cool with them if I see them at events and that. Me and Bagnall were never exactly best friends in the first place, so I'm not expecting all of a sudden to be best friends now. But you know what I mean? I definitely do not have any issues with Liam or with Freddie. Do you know what I'm saying? Me and Freddie are good pals, you know? We were. Like, we fell out. Like, we fell out of touch. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, when me and Rowan fell out and I got kicked out of Don't Flop, and then I started going heavy on the anti-Don't Flop campaign, as a knock-on effect to that, Freddie was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's basically against my better interests to hang around with you. Do you know what I mean? Because one, it causes problems between me and Rowan, and two, you are actually making a mockery of my company, like Don't Flop. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that is actually still me. So me and Freddie fell out. Not fell out of touch. Never in a bad feelings or anything towards one another. Maybe a bit of resentment grew. Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously that's just natural human nature. But whenever I see Freddie, last time I saw Freddie was at Premier Battles. No, it wasn't. It was King of the Dot. The one.
Yeah.
Spencer versus Shocks.
Empire.
Yeah. And I mean, I jammed with everybody that day. I jammed with Freddie and Liam at the start of the day. And then at the end of the day, when Rowan showed up and he couldn't get into the venue to begin with, I jammed with him afterwards and we were speaking. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I just want to keep... that's how I hope it will stay. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm too old to be fucking doing all this fucking falling out shit, especially over other people's problems. Like, do you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with me.
What do you make of the landscape, modern battle rap in the wake of the old Don't Flop?
What do you mean? Elaborate.
The league structures, like there's all these new ideas springing up, intercontinental bridges of uploads and, you know, sort of fixture-based leagues, you know, with teams, etc. Like, you know, is this battle rap to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, man. Like, people are trying new things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we tried, you know, we tried something new at one point. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at one point, King of the Ronalds was like, what the fuck are these lot doing? Do you know what I mean? We just stuck at it, and now people just think of it as that's just how King of the Ronalds works. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, the Premier League battles, the fixtures and the team, I'm not going to lie, I was the same as everyone else. I was very skeptical about it when I first started to hear about it, but, you know, it's going well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's looking good. I'd say there is probably too many leagues at the moment, you know, that are not offering something different. So, you know, you got Premier Battles that is really trying to do a thing. King of the Ronalds is nearly finished now. And let's be real, King of the Ronalds isn't exactly very cutting edge anymore. You know, after 5 years of the same format, people have caught up and gotten used to it, and people have incorporated little bits of what we brung into their league. So, you know what I mean? It's not exactly the most brand new thing. Real talk, I think February coming and King of the Ronalds going and there being one less league is going to be a really positive thing. I think there's room for I think there's a room for a couple of 2 or 3 leagues, but I don't really see, you know, I can imagine it being eventually Don't Flop, chalked out King of the Dot and Premier Battles being the 3 leagues. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go to some of the questions on the live chat. If you are listening, ask any questions you have for Mickey or for myself or the show or whatever. Chris McDonald saying, is Don't Flop now a 50-50 partnership with and Mickey? Are there any other core members taking a cut, like Quill?
No, it's a 90-10 cut. Mickey's 90, Er's got 10. I'm running. Nah, listen, man, I'm back on the thing for a battle. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm talking to again as boys. And I'm not gonna lie, we've spoken about certain things and you know, behind the scenes sort of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know, we're taking, you know, let's see where it goes, man. At the moment, I'm running King of the Runnels till February 2019, you know.
Do you have the whole year like mapped out pretty much, or
what the last?
Yeah, do you have all the events sort of planned roughly?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, there's 5 left.
Wow.
2 of them are in London. The other 3 are going to be up north.
The final King of the Ronalds battle. It's going to be kind of haunting.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sad,
I guess.
I think.
It won't be for me, man. Seriously,
it'll be like a weird battle. It'll be like Cracker versus Big Sarters again or something.
I'll be real. That's, you know, like, I don't love running events, man. I will be honest with you, man. I love battling. I love battle rap. I'm not so great at, who the fuck? Listen, you only got to click on one of them fucking videos and see the turnouts at one of my events, man. I'm terrible at fucking event managing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, but Hulk and Boski are much, much better at it than me. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, but to answer the question, no, it's not a 50-50 split. It's Er's baby. It always has been, and I should imagine it will always will be. To be completely honest with you, man.
Yeah. I mean, Chris, following up, what are and Mickey going to do differently to ensure that the same issues don't happen again?
Well, I mean, me and Rowan, we didn't actually reconcile over anything to do with battle rap. To be completely real with you, he heard on the you know, through Chinese whispers or whatever that I've cleaned my act up and I'm off of the beers and the alcohol and all of the fucking. I'm like I say, I smoke weed now, but like I don't fucking take any other drugs. I was taking fucking packets and all that shit. But that was the starting point. He messaged me, he hit me up, and he was like, "Look, man, I'm fucking so happy to hear that you're finally back to your old self. Like when I first met Ryan, I was just like this fucking just a stony guy, just had the girlfriend, and just like and then when we got into Don't Flop, and then we started to go and fucking shit started blowing up and that, and I started drinking again, and I started taking drugs again, and the next thing you know, like, you're having a couple of beers and having a laugh, next thing you know, you fucking smashed out your face every fucking day. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, so me and Rowan was just like, look, man, I'm really fucking happy to hear blah 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 that you're cleaning your act up, and that's good and shit. And I said, oh, thanks, man, like, you know what I'm saying, it's quite a struggle, it's nice to hear from you, I appreciate you reaching out. Just started talking like that. I didn't even talk about battle rap to begin with. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't even like a. It was more like catching up with your boy. Do you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, I can't remember exactly how long he hit me up, and he was like, "Look, man, I've got a couple things I want to chat to you about. Let me know when you're free." And I was just like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Right, I'm relaunching DF. We battle on the card." And I was just like, "Fucking," do you know, like, I didn't even think about it. I was like, "Yeah, of course I will. Fucking course I will, man. Like, I really want to, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've always wanted to, like, I've hated the way it ended. I never wanted to leave Don't Flop. I got kicked out of it, do you know what I mean? Like, They were going to do, like, a series about you, weren't they? Like, you doing, like,
sort of different jobs and stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't want to start talking too much about them times because, we're moving on from them things.
Mm-hmm.
But they had some various ideas from me, and then obviously it all come to, you were falling out more and more and more, and then he booked Lo Pesci, didn't he? And then me and Lo Pesci,
right? Yeah,
we had the fight in that, and then he messaged me and he was just like, dude, I can't believe I fucking flown someone to England and like you fucking punched their fucking face in. Like, what's like, you're such a weirdo. Like, I can't even deal with you. And I ain't gonna lie, in these days, like, I was a piece of shit. I was completely fucking just a loser. I was just completely just leeching off of a girl. Like, just all the things you shouldn't be doing with your life. Do you know what I mean? No job, no fucking, like, I wasn't even getting booked for battles. I was just living off of some sort of a girl that I was seeing at the time. I was fucking using up her money. I was just being a scum. Like, I was a scumbag, man. Do you know what I mean? There was nothing I wouldn't have put past myself in them days. Do you know what I mean? Just not a good person to be around. And I can understand, like, when I think back to a lot of the shit, look, Rowan's not without fault. We all know Rowan's no angel. But there comes a time in your life when you have to look at your fucking self as well. Do you know what I mean? And you have to say, well, and I know we never ever reached anywhere near the sort of success of Don't Flop or King of the Ronalds. But just from running the league, even the small league like King of the Ronalds, I could imagine how, like, everyone is pretty much on you. Everything's on you. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm. So then when you got someone who you consider to be your right-hand man like Micky for 3 years, now at this point, just being the fucking biggest liability and the worst person to be around, you see how fucking Tony deals with Chris in the end. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
let's go.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
No matter how much you love someone, you got to say, listen, this person's just no fucking good. Do you know what I mean? And if I hadn't got kicked out of Don't Flop, I wouldn't have been on this fucking journey that I've been on. That's got me to this fucking point now, where I feel like now I'm really, at this point in time, I feel like this is the most in control of myself I've fucking been since I was a fucking, like, 13 years old or some shit. Do you know what I mean? I actually feel like I'm fucking finally starting to learn lessons. It's finally starting to fucking figure some shit out in my head about myself. Finally just let go of fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? And just fuck it. Do you know what I mean? We're not fucking invincible, man. Like, things happen, shit happens, we take L's. We don't have to constantly prove to the world that, oh, you can't do this to me, or you can't talk to me like that, or I'm gonna do this now, or this is gonna happen, or fuck this guy. Like, it's too much stress, bro. Like, it's just you can't hold a man down without staying on the floor with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a fucking never a truer word spoken. So, eventually you just gotta look at your fucking self and say, you know what, man, it is me. It is my fault. There is a reason why I'm in this fucking same situation over and over and over again, whether it's in fucking Don't Flop or with my fucking girlfriend or in the fucking round the area with your friends or fucking at work or whatever the fuck it is. It's always me that ends up being the one that's like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you have to kind of say, well, there must be a reason everyone always ends up fucking hating me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's you, bro. Like, so yeah, man, I don't even know what the question was anymore.
It's all good, man. We'll go back into the questions. One from Ricardo again. Happier times, maybe happier thoughts. What's your favourite venue to battle at, and also your favourite to host?
Favourite venue to host? I have fond memories. I hosted my first ever battle. It was a Don't Flop tryout battle. It was Toucan versus Ropey Road at the tryout event in 2012 at the Fiddler's Elbow, where Big J, I think possibly Lefty, C Major, a few heads tried out, Bam and Lamb. A few heads tried out at that event, man. Like a few serious heads. And I hosted there, so I always have fond memories of that. The good shit was obviously the spiritual home of KOTR, or the physical home of KOTR, I suppose you should say, really. So I always enjoyed hosting there. Something always popped off at a good ship for some reason. Yeah, man. That event, that Rome battle, that in Birmingham.
Yes, Birmingham, 2012. Marlo and Josh Fox went down there.
Right, yeah. Marlo blew my head off that. You know,
people forget how dope Marlo's tryout was. His third round, especially, was pretty astonishing. But yeah, that was a cool event actually. Like, that must have been a great era to be involved with. Like, it was kind of the peak, wasn't it? It was kind of build up to 4th birthday, kind of.
Yeah.
In excitement terms, something was going to happen, you know.
I'd say 2013 might be when he was selling out Ministry.
Right.
You know, that's right when I was just starting to disappear off of the scene. I think was at its very peak. I'd have loved to have battled at that Ministry event. Man. That would have been something else.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
what, you versus Daylight or something?
Oh man, that would have been so good. So good. So good for me. I don't know how many people wanted to have actually watched that.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool to see, yeah. That was, I mean, who were some of the dream matchups that slipped by?
Dream matchups that should have happened that never happened?
Yeah, or I guess just people you've wanted to battle that maybe won't happen
now.
Oh,
for me, okay.
Yeah,
I was like O'Shea versus Tenchu then. That
was, holy shit, yeah.
Happened back in, that was going to be the original Don't Flop title match.
Oh yeah, that would have been sick.
That would have been fucking that, and at the time as well, you know, that would have been so dope.
Yeah,
because that would for this is like at that time in like 2011, Tony hadn't quite stamped his authority on I am the best.
Sure.
And Tenchu was considered the bars guy. Do you know what I mean? Mm. And O'Shea was definitely considered the jokes guy. So Tenchu versus Osh at that time, it would have been such a fucking good matchup, man. That really would have been good. I really wish that would have happened.
Yeah. Something about Sensor versus O'Shea initially felt the sort of title one felt a bit off to me, felt a bit of a weird matchup. So it makes sense maybe that initially it was meant to be slightly different. But what did you make of Sensor v Shocks, by the way? Have you watched it back?
I haven't watched it back, but live it was so fucking good, bro. It was absolutely incredible. It was absolutely fucking incredible, bro. Like, they just both done their fucking thing. On the day, I remember Sensor, I just got possibly caught in nostalgia, do you know what I'm saying? And just thinking, yes, this is what the game's missing. So I have to watch it back to give an actual opinion on who actually won. But I remember on the day definitely thinking, wow, Sensor got that, man. The energy was just crazy in the fucking room that day, bro. It's good, man. It's good. I do like all these new leagues, you know, like, and all these different events popping off, and, you know, just getting to go to events and not have to even fucking, because before there was only two options for me. I could either not go because I was banned from Don't Flop, or host my own event, King of the Runnel. Now there's all these other events I can just go and enjoy them. Do you know what I mean? And watch the battle, kick it, not have to worry about the stress of battling or running the fucking event. So I quite like all these new leagues, to be completely honest with you.
What's a dream battle for you to happen in the Don't Flop League? Like, what's a battle that could sort of happen in the modern era that you'd like to see go down?
Now, a dream battle. Like a realistic dream battle. Right?
I suppose a realistic dream battle, yeah.
Like of any active battle rapper.
I guess, yeah, any active battle rapper.
You know, I've always wanted to battle. Bill Collector. I know that's not like
who was that? Sorry, Bill Collector.
I've always, yeah. I
okay,
always,
fire, yeah.
So I got the Werner shit, like,
yeah.
Is that like
I've had him on the show, man. It was a weird episode.
Right, I might have to check that out. Bro.
Yeah, it's quite a short episode.
Yeah,
we cover his whole career in like 40 minutes. It's like, it's it's pretty brief, but yeah, he's crazy, man. Like, you know, his rhythmic on-beat style is pretty hypnotic.
It is, man. It's sick.
Yeah,
sick, man. I'm trying to think of a dope matchup from the UK that would be great. You see, my dream matchup always used to be right? I always used to think, oh, man. But now it's be like... And it's weird. The feelings... That, like, all the hate is just gone now. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't care. Like, I have no resentment towards him in the slightest. Thought battling him doesn't interest me at all. Like, but it's weird because for so long I really wanted to fucking battle him. Like, you know.
Well, everyone in the chat, please, let's get your questions. I'll go through some more. Anything you want to ask Mickey. Eddie asks, Mickey, I know you're a fan of this console. What's your favourite Switch game?
At the moment, right, Splatoon 2 has been my favourite game on the Switch so far.
Okay.
I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild at the moment. I got it at launch, but it's just taken me so long to really get into it. But yeah, I'm playing through the Zelda thing. But I'd say Splatoon 2 has been my favourite thing. I was really disappointed. I bought Mario Tennis. I was really looking forward to that game. And then I just didn't really enjoy it, so I just took it back. So yeah, at the moment, Splatoon 2 is my number one game for the Switch.
Are you a Smash guy?
Not a big Smash guy, but I will get the new one. Mario Odyssey as well was fucking.
Oh yeah, I haven't played any of them, but I'm aware of them. Yeah, it looked fire.
Yeah, it does look amazing.
Yeah.
Slightly worried now after that Mario Tennis that it might just look more fun than it actually is.
Yeah, I don't know how fun tennis was to begin with, but those games are a bit. Yeah, I don't know.
The trailer for that Mario Tennis, they made it look fire. Like it looks so.
Mario Party is fire. They need to do a good
right.
Mario.
Is that out? Is that?
I don't think so, but like.
No, I think they've announced it.
No, we went. Me and my friends went to this festival in Bristol last year. Arctangent. It's like a sort of guitar post rock festival, pretty low key. Anyway, they had this tent in there where it had like 20 CRTs all around the perimeter of this tent, all hooked up to different classic game consoles like GameCubes, Xbox, SNES, whatever, with 4 controllers, and whatever game you wanted, they had there to play. And it was just, oh man, we were playing Mario Party, and it was like one of the greatest experiences of my life recently. It was so fucking fun, man. Like, you know, really good. So let's look at some of these more questions. As top 3 UK battlers for you
of all time?
Let's say all time, yeah.
Like favourite or actual, who do I think are the best 3?
Let's just say favourites. Let's just say those guys that you really think personally are just so great you can watch them whenever.
See, I have a funny taste in battling. I'd say the best 3 UK battlers of all time. Shotty Horror, number 1. Kruger, number 2, and Chris Lee's. Chris Lee's number 2.
Wow, Chris Lee's.
Chris Lee's.
I mean, he is.
Right, listen. Shotty's number 1. This is my top 3. Shotty, Kruger, and Chris.
Wow.
Shotty's number 1. I don't know where Chris and Kruger are, to be honest. Shotty's number 1 based on how much he's achieved, though. If I actually wanted to put them into 1, 2, or 3 of my favourite battlers, that order could change on any given day.
I really want to see Kruger versus Chris Lees now.
Really? That would actually be a sick matchup.
Yeah.
That would be a sick matchup. Kruger versus Luna C would have been the one. That would have been punchline sick. That would have been great.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking wowzers.
As we said before, you know, Kruger, absolute genius. But Chris Lees, then, like, what is it about him that you're such a fan of?
His writing, his technique, his presence on the stage, the fact he's always never not on point, always immaculate, arrogant as fuck, arrogant to the point where it makes people dislike him, but always fucking arrogant, backs it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just a better rapper than most people. Like, just a fucking better rapper.
He's explosive. Like,
oh, mate, he's the bollocks, man. He really is he's the man. He is the fucking man, that geezer, mate.
Jeffrey's saying in the comments, surprised you didn't say O'Shea.
Oh, see, this is what I was saying about who are my favourite battlers and who are the best. See, O'Shea would come into my favourites, but I wouldn't put him in the top 3 in the best. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everyday Golfer saying is better than Chris.
I mean, that's your opinion, bro.
Yeah,
that's cool. Like, I get that. I can imagine. I can see that argument, and it's a fair argument. But for me personally, Chris has always just fucking had just always been a cut above the rest for me, man. Him versus Shotty would be a fucking great match.
Oh my god.
Him and Shotty, because they both got that
King of the North, like, just
that would be.
me.
Luna versus Kruger, Shotty versus Chris. That would
Jesus.
be too fucking great. And Tenshu versus O'Shea. Let's throw that in the same card.
The final King of the Ronalds card in February. You heard it here first.
Nah, we just pulled out all the stops. Like, we was just like, give you the fucking one now. Easy.
Ricardo Lewis, thanks again for the £2 donation. Quoting Mickey in the back, shouting "Animal Online." Mega Super Ultra Figgy saying as well, a stream of 4 battlers playing Mario Party is something I didn't know I needed. Yeah, actually, if they just put maybe Mickey with Shotty, Chris Lees, and Kruger playing Mario Party, that would be fucking great. That'd be so entertaining. Bowski in the comments, shout out Bowski. Ask Mickey if he's wrote a bar for Sayo. Have you?
Whoa. Wrote a lot of bars.
Well,
about me, about my dick, and my fucking how much I love myself. I've written a couple of bars. Sayo, get me. Don't worry, Sayo. I'll shout you out in our battle, bro. Don't worry. Sayo will get a shout out in our battle, 100%.
Yeah. Alan asking in the comments, what's the best trick Mickey could or can do on a skateboard?
Mickey cannot do much on a skateboard nowadays. I believe you and me. It's depressing. I hate stepping on a skateboard. I think my little party trick I would have bust out just like, just on a regular. Would have been like a hard flip frontside nose slide, like a Stevie Williams kind of jump off. I used to be able to do them. My best trick I think I ever did on a skateboard was in Barcelona. I don't know, I can't remember the name now, but the spot is like a manual pad that's like, it's a real short run up and it's like a downhill slopey manual pad. I've done like a nollie put shot with manual down that and I was so hyped. I remember thinking that was so sick. And that was I think that was the last time I ever went on a skate trip, to be honest. And then I really started rapping after that. So yeah, that was about 15 years ago. I don't fucking skate for shit now, man. Like, I'm fucking fat and overweight, going grey. I can't do fucking anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm a 35-year-old man now. It's like, yeah, it's different. It's different when I step on a skateboard now, man. Now I could do like a frontside shove or a backside nollie or something. But yeah, tray flips, nollie flips. I used to love doing them. K grinds, but probably the best trick I could probably just bust out to be like, whoa, that was kind of sick. Would probably been, I'd probably go for a half flip front nose.
Vaping Carper saying, does Mickey feel he lived in Earth's shadow?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good fucking question. Like, yeah, a lot of the time, in the King of the Ronalds days, yeah, definitely, man. Like, I remember every time we'd have a fucked up event or something shit would happen, like a shit turnout, I could always feel Rowan laughing at me. And do you know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds like a weird thing to say. I could always feel it in my head, like, imagine if Rowan walked in now and just said, "Ha, you dickhead!" Like, yeah. No, fully, yeah. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm not scared to fucking say, yeah. I fully have felt that at times, yeah, definitely. At other times, I felt like they was not in our shadow, but definitely sweating us at times. There was definite points when Don't Flop was on the decline, and we was coming with some dope shit at times. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, there's been times when I've had my little victories, but definitely times when I definitely felt that I was living in the shadow. Yeah, definitely. That's a good question. I respect you for asking that.
Yeah. Broken English saying, who do you think is the funniest battler in the UK and the funniest one in the US?
I mean, probably me, to be honest.
Funniest Yank?
Bill Collector.
Right.
I don't really know. I don't really watch. I don't really watch them Americans, man. Like, I don't really like American humor. I don't really think they are funny. Do you know what I mean? What's funny? I think I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know who's funny in America,
Really?
Uno Lavos, fuck it, why not?
Throw him in there.
It sounds like you know what you're talking about, innit?
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. But yeah, a lot of people asking similar questions that we've gone over earlier in the stream about the reasons Mickey's gone back. What's the best life lesson that another battler has given Mickey?
The best life lesson a battler has given Mickey?
Tough question.
Philly Swain dropped so much knowledge on me. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, that felt like Philly Swain, I feel like he's like an older brother to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Philly tell me something, I listen. I'll actually, I won't necessarily do it. Do you know what I'm saying? But, like, I will fully listen to what that fucking dude has to say. Another dude, this is going to surprise you. Bard. Me and Bard, I've had some fucking good conversations with that dude. And quite often, you know, the thing I learned from Bard is that just because, like, Bard helped me become way more accepting of people. Like, people that just aren't like myself doesn't necessarily mean we can't have some sort of understanding and some sort of, like, relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm pretty fucking sure if you asked Bard, did he respect me? I'm pretty sure he'd say yes. I'm pretty sure if you said to him, do you want Micky Worthless staying in your house for next week? I got a good feeling the answer would be no. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to love everybody, man. And in fact, so the people that you don't actually get along with rub you up the wrong way a bit and do see things from a different perspective. That's cool. Like, you want to have them people in your life, man. You want to have people around you with a different perspective because they'll open your eyes to some shit that you never even fucking thought of before. Do you know what I mean? And Bard has really been the one person that's really made me think, hang the fuck on, man. Just because you're not Mr. Rapper, you do this, you do that, you don't talk like this, you know what I'm saying? All these little fucking things that we all have. We all like to think that we're Mr. Open-minded and Mr. Cool, but we're not really. And, like, Bard really made me think, hang the fuck on a minute. Maybe you just got to look at this guy from a different angle. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to look at him from the same old angle, like the way you look at Hulk or the way you look at Boski or the way you look at, you know, your mates. Not everyone's the same as your mates, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I know that's a stupid thing to say, but, like, it is true. Philly's taught me a lot. I'm not going to lie, you know, has taught me enough, man. Like, has taught me a lot. Like, flipping, at the end of the flipping day, the only reason I started King of the Ronalds was because I knew how to run a fucking battle league because I was fucking rolled with him for so long. Do you know what I'm saying? I would never have fucking known what to do if I hadn't fucking... There's not actually not that much to do, really, but, like, I wouldn't have known what to do if it wasn't for But I was going to really pick one battler as really... Ogmios. Ogmios was the one who broke it. Like, I remember Ogmios was telling me about fruit and my diet and all that shit. He told me shit. But really and truly, Philly Swain. Philly Swain is the one that's really, really, truly made an impression on me as a like, an actual...
Yeah. And you and Bard... I mean, surely that's got to be one of the final clashes on King of the Ronalds.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
Come on.
Do you want to know the truth?
Mm-hmm.
I should have said this. Ron's going to murder me for saying this live. Fucking... It is a matchup that's been sort of thrown about in the idea for a don't flop matchup, actually. So, fucking... it's something that will probably happen in the future. On one channel or another. On one channel or another, definitely.
Mickey, Mike Hunt in the comments. Any advice for starting my own league as a 16-year-old with no other leagues in my area?
16 years old, right?
Yep.
Assuming everyone you want to do it with is probably going to be there or thereabouts in your age group. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get the guys who are serious, who are really going to try and make a rap battle, like who can rap. In your summer holidays, yeah. Pair them all up. Get all the names together. Who wants to battle? First thing you need to do is find out who the fuck is going to come and battle, right? Get all the fucking names. Pair them up. Find a local park or something in your area, yeah? Get your friend with a little DSLR or your iPhone or whatever the fuck it is. Get all the guys together. Tell all your friends on Facebook. Get a little crowd. Get everyone round. Keep the round time short because they're going to be inexperienced and young. Yeah? Make it 3 45-second rounds, get all the battles, upload them to YouTube, and then send me and her the links, and we're going to try and find all the new kids, man, because it's enough of the fucking 35-year-old.
Right.
Listen, man, I'm going grey and shit. I'm fat as fuck now, yeah? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we need the new blood. People say, why is it not popping? Because 10 years later, the same names are the big names. That's not the case in football. That's not the case in fucking hip-hop. That's not the case in any other thing. But for some reason in battle rap, a 35-year-old man should not be fucking relevant to fucking battle rap.
Well, I mean, if people do want to find out that shit, how do they follow you? How do they get at you?
At Micky Worthless on Twitter. At Micky Worthless on Instagram. Micky Worthless Brennan is me on Facebook. And of course, King of the Ronalds on YouTube.
It's been a pleasure, man. The battle is like 5 days away for Sayo. Like,
away, man. 5 days away. I'm ready to take a head off.
How you feeling?
Really good.
Okay.
Nervous as fuck, but really excited. Like, you know that feeling. I think nerves are a good thing. Nerves are a good thing because when you feel nervous, that means you're about to do something good.
The vaping carper asking, I want Mickey's honest opinion on Pedro. Does he think he's actually good, or does he feel he's a troll and someone to laugh at?
When Pedro focuses, yeah, he's genuinely a very good MC. I can see why people think he's a joke or a jokey rapper, because a lot of the time they see him buzzing, freestyling, and just saying stuff that doesn't, necessarily connect or make much sense. But genuinely, when he's focused, and I'm talking about either on in a battle or on a track, he can definitely fucking rap. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, no, I'd be lying if I said I thought he was shit at rapping.
Yeah,
I really do think he's a good MC.
Absolutely, man. Well, this has been great as ever. We'll have to get you back, after the Sayo battle to recap maybe,
yes.
And in the future. Maybe I'll see you at Battle Rap Resume in the Park, August 25th.
Maybe, man. Maybe. I'm not sure I'm even going to be living in London at that point, man. I'm not going to be living in London at that point. So I'm not sure I'm going to be in London at that time on that time. So
I understand.
So yeah, man. But flipping, listen, Sheffield this weekend.
Yes.
Sunday. I haven't got any of the fucking details handy. I have no idea what venue it's in, but we're in Sheffield this weekend. Don't flop. Micky Worthless from King of the Ronalds, Boski from King of the Ronalds, loads of other sick matchups. DFAFD, shout out to my boy, shout out Kruger for that fucking amazing track and everything else. Shout out all my haters, shout out everyone that supports. I love everybody. And yeah, man, I'll see you soon. Tom, thank you for having me on, mate.
Thank you, man. Thank you as always, and thanks to everyone in the live stream as well. We've had
the listeners and all that shit, man.
Yeah, we've had 60 people, which is I think a record actually for the show. So that's fucking awesome. Shout out to
me waffle on.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Thank you to everyone for listening. Thank you to you as well, Micky. Follow us at Battle Rap Resume. Get in touch with me, battlerapresume@gmail.com. Patreon is there. Everything goes on there first. If you want to support, you want to give back to the show, leave us a review on iTunes. A positive review is greatly appreciated. Micky, again, thank you so much, man.
Peace and love, bro. Nice one, Tom.